Hi everyone, it's me, your man Ballarama. In this video, just want to share with you some real cool techniques and skill moves that you can utilize within your weekend leagues. And many of these tips will help you to make your way within the 18 and trick your opponents. So let's just quick get started. Normally, I would normally start within the arena so you could get a better picture of what's going on, but let's jump quickly over here to the skill games. Normally, when you're a skiller, you practice your skills within the attacking scenario or within shooting right here, right? I normally keep those. I've never completed them. Now, it's quite simple, guys. Uh, I'm using Neymar, Brazil, so you need to find a five-star skiller. For example, Neymar, Mahrez, Coleman. Um, you have Garincha, but he's an icon, and you have Mbappe, and there are many other five-star skillers that you could find, that you could utilize within the area. Now, it's very important for you to choose players that you might have on your FUT team or that you play weekend league with. Now I'm using Neymar right now. It's quite simple. There's many skills within FIFA. Now I'm not going to be here trying to demonstrate so many skill moves, but what happens is when you see skill moves being performed, sometimes they can catch you off guard, right? And if they catch you off guard, you you are left flat-footed, right? And you have to sorry, I was trying to trick the keeper real quick. So normally I normally tend to start right here, right at the section where you just practice drills that you will utilize in weekend leagues, right? So many of the drills that are very easy to master for weekend leagues are, for example, ball roll, moving the right stick, R3, the right stick to the left or right of the player. I want a ball roll to the left. I want a ball roll to the right. I move it to the right while pointing my left stick, which is L3, into the direction where the player is running, and just roll it. Ball roll. These are quite simple, guys. Now, button press tricks are quite sometimes confusing. Button press tricks, for example, on the PlayStation, box and X, circle and X, and on the Xbox, I think it's X and A, B and A. So button tricks are, for example, I'm just going to slide my thumb across box and X, and he performs a fake shot. Listen, performs a fake shot. Just slide it across real quick, right? And I'm going to slide across circle and X, and what happens? He does that. For those who are on the Xbox, it could be X and A, and he performs this move. Now, I'm not running. Notice I'm not running. So B and A, and for Xbox, X and A, right? Quite simple. Now, it's very important that you master the elements that I'm driving at within this little video, right? Now, you have right, left buttons now. Left buttons are, for example, L1 and L2 and LT and L1, I think, on the Xbox. Let's make sure. LT and L1, yes. So for those of you who are Xbox guys, I'm on PlayStation, but I still have an Xbox also, what really uses it. Now, let's say you want to utilize some skill moves with just L1 on the PlayStation. And that's like, I guess it's L, just L for the Xbox, right? Just press it down, right? And move your right stick to like you're performing a ball roll, and looks what happens. It performs a la croqueta, right? So you're just using stick with one button on the left side of your controller. Now watch what happens. So we're not practicing too much like skills. Let's flick it to the left and to the right, and he does this while holding the L1 button down. Flick it to the left and right of the player. Oh, it performs a ball roll. So the angles are very important, guys. Wherever you want it, just you don't have to worry. Sorry, I'm performing all the tricks. You don't have to worry about what you really want to do, but we're just trying to understand where the buttons are, right? Right? We're just flicking it to the left and right. So if you master some simple, for example, that's the L tornado. Many of you guys who are familiarized, it's like you're holding L1 down while performing forward to the player and left or right. Forward to the player, left and right. Now, they're all tricks done with the L button. Watch carefully. Point forward to the player, and he performs that scoop sombrero, right? Forward to the player, perform that scoop sombrero. Now, watch what happens. I'm holding L1 down. I'm just going to tap R3 at the top. Press it down and watch what happens. Player jumps with the ball. Quite simple, right? So now picture all this in a sequence of combination, right? Oops, he got caught. Let's go back real quick. Now, guys, it's very important for you to understand that many of these tricks, even though they are difficult at first, once you get someone to really point you through the elements of them, right, they're quite simple. They just appear difficult, but they are not. They're not really at first. But someone will really have to literally show you, because once you watch a few of these videos on YouTube, they will elaborate on, oh yes, this is the skill move, right? But so there are many, other buttons to press, but it starts off with one button, right? We're using the L1 button, right? L tornado, forward, left. It's like you're performing a McGrady spin, but the only difference is you're holding L1 down, right? Watch what happens. L tornado. Now, watch what happens when I hold L2 down, right? Which is LT on Xbox, and I perform the flick backwards to behind the player, backwards behind the player, backwards behind the player. Oh, guys, I'm totally sorry. I told her there was one other move I've neglected while holding L1 down. Real sorry about that one. I'm rotating like I'm performing a La Croqueta. Sorry, not a La Croqueta, a roulette spin. A roulette spin. Here it is. So what I'm doing right now is I'm holding down L1 and I'm rotating. And watch what happens. Watch what happens when I hold L1 down and perform the La Croqueta. So I'm just doing these. It's quite simple, right? So imagine, perform this fancy. So now I'm holding just L1 down to perform all these series of moves, right? Nothing else is happening. So you see me perform all these moves in a chain and you're like, oh my God, what is he doing, right? So this is one of the most difficult skill moves in FIFA. It's the chest flick. The reason why the chest flick is a little bit difficult is because if you mess up, you might not get it performed right? That's the chest flick. Now the chest flick will take some time. There are others that are very difficult to master. For example, the double touch spin. Except there's some that requires patience and time to master them in totality. This one that I just performed was the running waka waka. You do minor step overs and then you just waka waka. Waka waka waka. Right? So the waka waka for me comes in many different combinations. Running waka waka to drag, okay, get a keeper involved. So there are many little styles or tricks to masters, guys. But as we continue, I will share them with you, right? Now, let's say you manage to break in. Now, let's utilize them within a scenario as if we're in a game. I'm holding L1 down and I'm holding R3. Watch me carefully. Right? Right? I'm just practicing the same things that we did earlier. Now watch what's happening. Right? I'm just utilizing R3 and button press now. The fake shot. Sliding my thumb across X and A, or B and A on Xbox. For PlayStation, box and X. Fake shot, right? Fake shot. Fake shot. And there are more. Now let's hold it down. Now let's go the La Croqueta. Let's flick the stick. Oh, he came close. So these are just some ideas that are helpful, guys. You will find yourself in positions in the game where if you understand these skill move, They will help you to perform much better within your games on the weekend league. For example, forward, back, heel to heel, forward, back, heel to heel. A very powerful move, but yet still sometimes neglected. Forward, back, R3. I'm using R3, flicking it forward and back, heel to heel, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, right? Cut in, forward and back, right? Forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. So forward and back. It's very important to understand the position of the player. Forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Let's go down the side, forward and back. I'm using the R3 button, flicking it to the front of the player, right? Look at Neymar, where he's running. Forward and back, right? Flick it forward and back, and he performs that one. Now there are more. But it starts from these basic, right? Once you understand these basic part, it's very effective. Now I'm on the L1 button. Oh, flick shot. So with that said, guys, you come right here and you practice just some of those ideas, guys. And when you want to see the fluidity of your movement and button press, you practice it within the arena. Right? You practice it within the arena. And you take a shot. And you miss. So that was a chess flick, guys. And as time progresses, I will share more with you guys. Take care. Let's get one more involved in this. One more. Let's do one more. I got an idea. Guys. It's a cool idea. Let's do this. Let's go back to the home page. Yes. And let's go here. Practice arena real quick. Now, guys, I'm in the practice within the practice arena, and you guys knows that I'm using Mahrez. Now, Mahrez is a 5-star skiller. So I was testing all the skillers to see which one performed better with close dribbling and really accurate whenever they're moving. Because you need to master some close-up movements, right? And if these guys are really good, you want to have them to perform your skill, right? Mahrez is really amazing when it comes to skilling. I noticed that his because he's low center of gravity. He's lower than Neymar, and he's just like a dwarf moving. I mean, his feet are just so close to the ball. Mahrez is just so amazing when it comes to skilling. The guy, Mahrez missed. Oh my God. So I'm here. Whenever you come into the practice arena, the angle is more 3D. The reason why I'm here, I'm just basically practicing the flow to see how my player look within the arena, and that's all that's happening. Right? That's all happening. I'm not caring about anything. Mahrez is just so crispy and quick, right? Gotta understand, Mahrez is really quick. Mahrez is really quick when it comes to skilling, guys. And there are a lot more skill. There are a lot more skills, guys. But when Mahrez perform them, they look so cool. See how close they are to Mahrez the ball is? Mahrez is one of those players that you can trust to keep the ball close. Okay. But he's light, right? So whenever you're utilizing Mahrez, we are using him on your team. It's very important not to get anyone close to him. Because once they come close to Mahrez, they're just going to bump him off that ball, right? Himself and Neymar at times. And Mahrez is really amazing. Now let's try a simple combo. All right, let's fake shot. Uh-oh, no chest flick. What's happening? Guess I'm having a delay. Sometimes when you have a delay, there are many more tricks, guys. There are many more. I'm just rolling, just testing. You like that one, right? This is why you like Mahrez. Mahrez is just so fantastic with the ball. Oh no, what happened? I think my hand was still on the run button. So Mahrez, whenever you're skilling, guys, it's very important not to be running. You can run and get away with some, but it depends on the player, right? And there are some players that you just can't get away with it, with those things from. With that said, guys, let's move on. And I hope and trust this little short video. I hope I didn't bore you to death. It's just an idea, just testing this video out, right? All right. So with that said, hey, it's me, your man Balarama. And if you want to see more videos like this or better, where guys, I'm not really into the YouTube type thing, but if you want me to break down some of the glitch, let me not use the word glitch, but some of the secrets within attacking with skill moves or with the skillers, and how to get the goalkeeper out and to extract positions from these defenders. Like whenever you come into the 18-yard box, there are certain things that you have to do, and then the defender just can't do anything to you know what I mean. Mahrez is just amazing. But with a skillful player like Mahrez, for example, the keeper got him. He got clipped. Mahrez, you got clipped. So what happened is, it's not gonna happen. Oh, it went through. So mastering areas around the 18-yard box and so forth. I mean, all those stuff can be utilized, but skill moves are stuff that you need to have in your arsenal, guys. Whenever you're playing FIFA, you just need a few. You never know when you're gonna meet an opponent who's just gonna obliterate you if you don't understand a few skill moves to make yourself more able to perform within tight areas, because there's some skills that does stuff in different areas of the field, and if you understand that, you will be able to win games. Now, with that said, guys, I hope and trust that you have learned something, and there was something real cool there. And with that, Mahrez is just trying to say, hey guys, take care, see you soon, and one other time, if you got the coins, guys, buy Mahrez if you don't have the coin for Messi or Neymar, because Mahrez is almost equal to Neymar. When I say almost equal, I mean in speed and skill fluidity. If you're a skiller, Mahrez would be very effective in your hands. And if not, Mahrez is a great dribbler, which will make him able to do some of the things that you would think impossible, which are impossible. Mahrez just have them within his locker, right? With that said, guys, take care. It's me, your man, Baller.